my adrenals are now in the normal range. So what does that mean? That means that I can handle stress a whole lot better than I was able to for my whole entire life. And with my brain functioning getting better, and I admit that there is up and down, and anybody knows who has a head injury, you know that there are better days and not so better days, and I still have them, but it feels like the extremes aren't as extreme and they don't last as long. And my sleep is so much better. I sleep so deeply, and I don't always sleep all night long, but I sleep.
Thanks so much for coming to spend some time with me today, girl.
I'm happy to be here.
Awesome. So I love your beachy background as always.
Thank you.
So can you start off just telling us a little bit about like your health and where you were prior to coming to QHS?
Well, let's see. Some of my biggest things are my adrenals. So my adrenals have been not good for a very, very long time, for many, many decades. And so that was that. Had a couple really good head injuries, and that has been something that, while I function in the world, it's been something that I notice. I know that I have a head injury, and I know that it affects me, and my sleep. Those are the main things that I would say that the main things. I have a bunch of other little things, aging related things, a little few injuries here and there, but nothing major. I'm not missing organs or anything like that. So yeah, that's and I noticed right away that my sleep changed. And when I did the testing with Darlene, for the bioscan, the first month we checked it and tested it, and my adrenals were so bad. And she says, "Oh, we have to do something about this." And I said, "No, I'm not going to take any supplements. I'm part of proof of concept. Supplements haven't worked in the past. I'm not going to try again now. This is what I'm trying." And then 3, 4, 5, 6 months later, everything's back in normal with no extra supplements, no nothing.
Wow. Wow, that's so cool, because I hate taking pills. Like I just gag on them.
Yeah.
So
and they didn't work before. And so my adrenals are now in the normal range. So what does that mean? That means that I can handle stress a whole lot better than I was able to for my whole entire life. And with my brain functioning getting better, and I admit that there is up and down, and anybody knows who has a head injury, you know that there are better days and not so better days, and I still have them, but it feels like the extremes aren't as extreme and they don't last as long. And
oh, nice.
And I'm able to write again, which is something I love, and I wasn't able to do that. And sometimes I glitch, like today I'm trying, and it's kind of slow, but I know that it's there, and I know I have the ability to do it, but that's part of what's going on. And my sleep is so much better. I sleep so deeply, and I don't always sleep all night long, but I sleep.
Nice.
For the first time in my life. It's so amazing.
How soon did you notice an improvement in your sleep after starting with the device?
I think right away I started sleeping deeply, but I also went through a phase of I would get up and go to work and literally come home and go to sleep. I was so tired. I could do nothing. I would drag myself out. I would muster the energy. I'd get through the day just fine. And then that was it. And I slept for days and days and days.
Wow. Was that from your adrenals? Is that why you were so tired?
Maybe, but it was after the device. And all I could do was sleep and eat ice cream. Seriously, I had almost a month of all I wanted was ice cream. And I indulged, and it was great. And I don't even really like ice cream, so it's kind of funny.
That is funny. Oh, man. So what do you feel like, how long do you feel it took for you to notice these improvements using the device?
I think I noticed right away that it was doing something. but I feel like it took maybe 3 or 4 months for other people to start giving me feedback, unsolicited feedback.
Oh, like what?
Like, wow, you look better, you look good, something's different about you. And I'm like, yeah, it's called sleep. It's amazing what sleep can do. And then, when you sleep, I'm a really kind person, but I can be a little direct sometimes. And without sleep, I'm even a little more direct.
Are you Italian?
No, but still direct. And anyway, so I would say, well, I did notice. So first of all, it took 4 hours for the first thing for me to notice. 4 hours. I had some issues with my knee, and I went to 3 different chiropractors. I went to PT, I went to acupuncture, and nothing was changing my knee. In fact, it was just getting worse and worse and worse. And so bad that I had to go up and down stairs on one leg, just one leg. It's all. I couldn't do no pressure.
Oh, wow.
And then I got my device, plugged it in, went to bed, put it next to me. And I got up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, expecting that excruciating jolting pain. Nothing.
Wow, that's cool. Did it ever come back?
Nope.
Nice. So that was clearly a priority for your body.
Right, exactly. And it was my newest injury, right? So I think it does work in order of priority. And I think it does sort of work backwards. It was a simple thing that was holding me back. I needed that in order to be healthy, I have to be able to move. So I think that happened first. And, on that note, the way that I see this is a quantum device. It is working in the quantum field. I feel like for me, I'm watching it work in all these dimensions. And I know that some of my issues are not physical. They're other, I have other things going on, and I'm watching them change that before it can change this. So if whatever I have in my emotional, mental, or even my other etheric realms going on that prevent me from having a healthy life, if it's quantum, and that might be where the disruption is for my health, it's going to work there first. And so I might, because I'm sensitive to all that, I can see that. I know that that's working. Otherwise, other than my knee and a few moles falling off, I wouldn't know, and sleeping and feeling better. I was going to say, I wouldn't know that it's working.
And.
Right, and exactly. But I do see that I see things changing in these other dimensions that I don't really know how to explain, because I just see it and I feel it. So I feel like for me, I'm watching it work in these other dimensions as it's shifting this. And I just wonder if for other people, maybe that's, if it's working on them in that capacity too, and maybe they're not aware of it.
I've heard that from others that I've interviewed.
Yeah.
And when you before you started on that little path, but when you said that it was grabbing or addressing the knee, I was thinking in my head, divine intelligence.
Actually, yes.
Right? Like it just knows.
Right. Exactly. And that's what I'm saying too. The divine intelligence knows that maybe my disruptions are not physical. They're showing up physically, but the cause is somewhere else. So it's going to go to the cause.
Well said, Master Yoda.
Trying to find the cause. And so that might be why people don't see it yet, because they might not know what their cause is yet, because they don't have the awareness of it. Because we've blocked for eons, weeks, days, years, months, lifetimes. We've blocked that. And so we don't know what that is.
Wow. That's exciting, actually. That to me is more exciting than the physical benefit, right?
Yep. Still have to do the work, I'm afraid, but we have to have that state of awareness. I'm finding that it's asking me, showing me, I have to pay more attention to this. I don't have to pay attention in that, to dig it out, like what we're talking about now as we prepare for these 30 days of what are we doing. In fact, I was writing about this, that I feel like sometimes the best work is just allowing and not really digging and doing that self-help that can be so grinding. And I think it attaches us more to it rather than letting it go.
Oh, 100%. I totally agree. I feel like my favorite thing is just to do things that bring me pleasure, that do things that bring me joy. And that's usually outside. I went to the beach on Sunday, and just took like an hour and a half walk,
Yep.
quiet, just a quiet walk. I love focusing where I live. Love focusing just like on the birds, the sound of the birds. That's like all I do is focus and have gratitude.
Right. I love birds too. It's so amazing. And the chorus, it's just this beautiful symphony. And I mean, and then it takes me inside and I hear that inner symphony and it's just so beautiful.
Oh, that reminds me of inner symphony. Have you ever just listened to your own frequency?
Yes.
That's like my new thing, how I fall asleep. I listen to my own frequency and that just puts me out.
Do you ever notice that your frequency is also part of a symphony and sometimes you can pull in other sounds for different things?
No, you're gonna have to teach me that one. I know that you have a lot to teach me. I totally believe. So
I think we have a mutual, you could teach me some things too. So that's
okay.
cool.
Well, you let me know what I can teach you and I'll do my best.
And
Awesome.
We'll chat.
Okay, so now we get to meet in Salt Lake City for our do-over. We're in our 30-day countdown, and you mentioned that a minute ago. So what are you most excited about being able to bring your body back to an age of a 30-year-old? Like moving forward, we're going to be able to live longer with wisdom and knowledge and everything we've already accumulated in these last few decades.
That's hard because right now I don't feel like my body's limiting me from things. I feel like it's more my brain. I feel like I'm looking forward to my brain being totally healed. That's my thing. And the blessings of having a younger, healthier body will be, that'd be great. That'd be really great.
Well, your brain's part of your body, my darling. So that's going to be 30 years old again, too.
Well, that'd be great. But I'll be witty and funny and all that stuff. But for me, so I've been thinking about this, that really my passion is able to help people and do things. But I think what I'm looking forward to is I'm just looking forward to calm. I don't have anything I would love to play the cello. My hands hurt from working all the time and I want to learn how to play the cello. And I've tried, but with my brain, it's too hard. My fingers don't do that. So I would love to do that. I would love to, I have ideas about places and things that I would like to create for other people. I would love to have the energy to do that and the capability to do that. And really my do-over is more about clearing up, like as I was saying, this quantum thing, clearing up some of the stuff that's stuck there so that I can be more in alignment. My physical body, all of me can be more in alignment to do whatever I'm guided to do. Like some people have these huge humanitarian projects in their minds and what they want to do. And mine is every day, how can I serve? That's what I want to be able to do. And if everything about me is more in alignment, my body's healthy and I can just get up and go do whatever I'm instructed to do, that's really where my passion is.
So that's a curious thing that you just said. So if this is a quantum, well, we know it is because it's a quantum bed. And quantum is beyond physical, in my opinion. What if this is also going to help in all those other areas that you're addressing? Because to me, quantum is divine. Quantum is the God spark that Cynthia always talks about. So I feel like this is going to help with more than just one plane of our existence. we see the physical, right? And that's what people are going to notice a lot of or easily. But the deeper, more exciting piece of it is, spiritual, the emotional, mental piece of us. What do you think about all that?
I agree 100%. And in fact, I'm looking forward to going through it, being on the other side. And then I envision myself being on the other side as people walk out and welcoming them into their new selves, like their new state of awareness. And I don't know if it's going to work that way, but in my imagination, it's almost like people coming through, and then I just sort of see this people coming through it into a new world, and somebody being there and welcoming them and showing them the ropes, of what happens in this new world. How do you work this new world? And that's some strange fantasy that I have. And will it be like that? I have no idea, but that's kind of what I see, the beautiful glory. I don't know, it's the glory of walking in from one life to another, still in the same body, remembering. It's like going to a new life, but you get to remember the one you were just in instead of
Exactly. That's the whole cool, is we get to keep our library, right? Whereas normally when we're born into this earth, we don't. We're,
right.
Mind swiped or mind wiped or whatever. But now we get to go in there. And to add to your point of what you want to be is the greeter or whatever, welcome into your new life. You can create what you want.
I know.
So how beautiful is that?
It's so amazing. And I that's what I'm excited about. I'm excited to have, the newness and the freshness, and to be a part of it, because I love strange and amazing things. And I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll be the first one. I don't care. I mean, I know I won't be, but I'll jump off that cliff. It's fine, right? Let's go experiment. Let's have fun with it. And come on, people, let's go. I love that part of it. I love it's fine. The water's good. Come on in kind of thing.
Yeah, I like that. I like it. It's warm in here.
It's beautiful. You don't know what you're missing. Just jump.
Oh, I really feel that after our QArc admin experience and all the video that we're going to get and all of that, we're not going to have a problem with sharing our experience with the world. Like, people are going to be banging down the door, and I feel like we're going to need some security, because they're going to want to get their grandma with, stage 4, blah, 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 into the bed. So I think it's going to be quite the opposite moving, after this.
I agree. And yeah, and I don't even know what to say about all that, because it is important. We need to get these people healthy and do what we can for them and all. And I am all about that. But
me too.
My stance is there's so much more than just the physical body.
Right.
And there's just so much more available to us than just
Hopefully, another cool thing would be as if the veil is removed in the QArc. Wouldn't that be fun? So that people can actually see. But of course, that's free will. We really don't have a choice in that. I guess that has to come in their own timing. But we can visualize all these fun things that what's going to be at the end. But the cool thing is we're going to see very, very, very soon.
I know. And I don't think I've been as excited about something in a very, very long time. I mean, that every day I wake up, and no matter what else is going on, there's always that thing like, wow, there's nothing like this.
And did you see what I posted this morning in our chat? Because somebody was posting about, trusting Cynthia for the journey, which of course we do. But I'm more excited about being a trailblazer, like leading the way and gathering the crew and the ship, and, just being on that front line.
That's exciting. Yeah. And it is true. Like what you said, we get to create it. We're stepping into a world no matter where we are with QHS or not with QHS, I think what's happening right now is, as the world splits, right? We're leaving one old way and moving into a new way. And I believe that the worlds are actually splitting. And I think there are going to be people living in two different realms, but what do I know? And and I think, but where we're moving here, that this is our divine right. It is our divine birthright to be co-creators. And we get to create, and we can create the mud that's in our brains, in our minds like that, or we can create the beauty that's in our hearts. It's up to us, right?
Mm.
And I'm guilty. I have mud in my mind too, that I have to keep cleaning out. No matter how many times I clean it out, it just keeps seeping in. I'm like, go away, mud. You know, it's just part human. And
it's part.
Right, but it's my job to keep it clean, keep my eye on the good stuff.
I always call it pivoting faster. So when you first like catch yourself up here, just pivot faster and get back here. That's what I always just call it, because it's impossible to be 100% here as a human. However, if we just catch ourselves faster and pivot, then we spend less time, in the junk.
Spend less time with the Ouija thing, whatever, the squeegee thing, scraping out the mud, right? Just pivot.
Yeah, just bye-bye. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Kyera, I just want to thank you so much for hanging out with me today and sharing your vision. And I love the idea of the greeter. That is so cool. You can create that and just, spend so much time in pure joy doing that job.
Thank you. Thanks for doing what you do. And we'll chat.
Yeah, absolutely.